are you?
I'm great.
Yeah, you have to make sure and hug without the mic.
I know, I am.
Laura Frontiero, everybody.
Good morning.
So I'm going to totally embarrass you and go over your bio with you on stage.
Oh, I was supposed to be backstage while she did this part.
No, I wanted to do it while you're out here with me.
All right.
All right, because I think it's just so cool. So look at this, guys. Master of Science in Nursing, family nurse practitioner, certified clinical Densitometrist. Did I say that right?
Did.
All right. But what's really, I think, I've heard Laura talk about Skincerity a couple times now. Once when I totally threw her under the bus at a BizOp meeting in Las Vegas. But you do such a phenomenal job, and so that's why we asked her to come share. 19 years in healthcare. We have so many wonderful distributors that come from the healthcare industry. We're going to recognize you a little bit later on. But why we particularly asked Laura is this is real-world experience, very relatable, right? We want you to take home stories that you're able to share. And with 19 years in healthcare, nurse practitioners specialize in preventative medicine, women's health, bone disease, research, right? Leading awareness for teens' health, leading an initiative there, growing a global Skincerity business that with all these credentials that she's willing to endorse and put her name behind Skincerity. I find that significant. You should find that significant, and that's stories that you can share. Is that cool? I love it. I'm going to give that to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Laura Frontiero,
Thank you,
everybody.
everyone. Thank you. So, yesterday with Jack Canfield being here, how amazing was Jack Canfield yesterday? Did you get a lot out of that? So when we went over goal writing yesterday, and we specifically wrote that affirmation where we wrote our future affirmation, I want to start today with my affirmation that I would have written a year ago. I am happy and grateful to be with you here today on this stage, because a year ago in Dallas was my very first Skincerity conference. And I sat out there in that audience and I said, I'm going to be on that stage someday talking about Skincerity because I'm passionate about it. I believe in this product. It changes people's lives. So write down your goals. Make your affirmation because you can make it happen. So thank you, Lonnie and Melissa, for having me up here. I would like to start at the beginning of Skincerity. And I just want to say that I think that you and I are a lot alike. I don't think that you need to be a healthcare provider to be able to share what Skincerity can do to help people. I'm betting that most of you today are sitting in this room for the same reason that I am. Either Skincerity changed your life or it changed the life of someone you care about. Am I right? Yeah. So, in the beginning, this is Phyllis Siegel's hands. We all know Phyllis, right? Phyllis owns a biomedical company. What does that mean? She is in business to develop and create products that change our lives, that make our lives better. She's in business for 3 decades. Phyllis embarked on a huge project to develop a barrier technology that could do a couple of things. Number one, hold medication on the skin, like a topical antibiotic or antifungal or steroid cream. And she wanted to also create a product that could prevent skin breakdown in people who are bedbound, because when you're bedbound, your skin is vulnerable. So she started asking for money for this project, and she approached the National Institutes of Health, and they gave her money. And they continued to give her money, and more money. And $5 million of NIH grant funding was poured into the development of her barrier technology. Okay, you guys, this made me stop and pay attention. It is very hard to get NIH grant funding. The NIH is the largest grant funding organization in the world. Everybody has a handout to them. I've worked in research consulting where we've asked for money from the NIH. We were denied a year and a half ago. We asked for a little $40,000, $50,000 and we didn't get it. Now the principal investigator of that study has to go find funding somewhere else. $5 million is very significant. So she gets her product actually approved by the FDA as a medical device, and she takes it out to the medical community. And about the same time, everybody knows the story of Phyllis breaking her arm, right? She falls down, breaks her arm. She has surgeries to fix that break. Surgery leaves her with a scar. She describes it as a Frankenstein scar. She had a skin flap. She asked her doctor, "What do I do to get rid of this scar?" And he said, "Put capsule vitamin E on it." Capsule vitamin E. You break it open, you squeeze it on, you rub it in. It's messy. It gets everywhere, on your clothes, on your sheets, everywhere. Phyllis wasn't having that. She said, "You know what? I developed a barrier technology already." She went back to her developers and she said, "Take the medicine out, make me my own bottle." She rolled it on for about 3 months. Went back to her surgeon, showed her surgeon her arms, and he said, "I can't tell which arm I operated on. The scar is gone." Oh my gosh, she accidentally developed something that helps the skin rejuvenate from scars. About the same time, she went out to lunch with some girlfriends, and the way she describes it, she says, they took one look at her arm and they said, "Phyllis, that area where you've been rolling your barrier stuff, the scar's gone, and your skin, it looks like it had a facelift. How do we get some?" An accidental discovery. An accidental discovery. She invented a cosmetic product that helps the skin rejuvenate itself from wrinkles. Phyllis is a very smart businesswoman. She realized that she was sitting on something here. The cosmetic industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's going to be a trillion-dollar industry. She decided to take her product out of the hands of healthcare providers. She made it non-prescriptive. She altered the technology, added vitamin E and grapeseed oil, and the rest is history, right? Lonnie, Richard, and David picked the stuff up. Okay. So that's the beginning of our story. We have a cosmetic product born out of medicine, nurtured by dermatologists, and sold by professionals without a prescription. Sold by professionals, every single one of you in this room, sold by professionals without a prescription. Every prescription I write, every test I order, every procedure I do on a patient is based out of medical science, and almost everything I do has the FDA behind it. Her technology was approved by the FDA, and what we have now is not FDA approved, but where it was born from is. This blew my mind. I knew I needed to be a part of this company. So what we have here, get out your cameras and take a picture of this. This is information that you want to share with your business partners, potential business partners. We have undeniably a unique product in the cosmetic industry. Nobody has what we have. It's an exclusive scientific innovation. I just explained the science behind this. Originally developed with topical drug research grants. It was developed in a pharmaceutical lab, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible. National Institute of Health grant funding, $5 million. Proven results supported by research and clinical studies at US medical schools. Okay, this is how the story goes. She did all that research. $5 million was poured into it. Once she realized she had a cosmetic product, what did Phyllis do? Some more research on her own dollar. She went to US medical schools. She researched a couple of things. Keratosis pilaris, the little bumps on the backs of arms. She studied dermatitis. She studied wrinkles. What over-the-counter cosmetic product can say they have a study at a US medical school that proves that it reduces wrinkles? Nobody. I don't know of any products that can claim this. And what did she do? It was brilliant. She took dental resin. You know, you make a mold of your mouth out of it. She applied it to the hand. Why the hand? The hand is the hardest place on the body to diminish wrinkles. Your hand has thin skin and it doesn't retain moisture very well. If she could prove that this area had wrinkle reduction, this was a big deal. So she applied her product, her Skincerity product, for 90 days, went back, made another mold, remeasured. The wrinkles decreased. Can I get a yes on that? This is amazing, right? Yeah, incredible. Okay, and what does our product do? It creates undeniably the most remarkable breathable barrier in the world. So what are the active ingredients in Skincerity that actually nourish the skin? And I want to hear from you all. What's the first thing that's in our product? Vitamin E. And the second thing? What's the third thing that nourishes the skin? Your own body's moisture. This is not moisture that's created in a lab. This is not in a bottle. It doesn't get squeezed out of a tube. This is your own brand of moisture, and there is nothing more powerful than that. There's nothing like this. So what causes damage from the sun anyway? What are the two big things? Excuse me. What causes aging skin? Damage from the sun, number one. I'm from Southern California. San Diego is my hometown, actually. We've got a lot of sun here. How about my Mexican team? Where are you? Sun, right? And the Aussies. Lots of sun. I know we have Ecuador in the house, too. And Canada, I can't give you the sun. You had a good, you had a nice summer this year, I know, but yeah. So we're all got sun damage, right? And what's the other thing that causes aging skin? Dehydration from transepidermal water loss. This simply means evaporation of moisture from the skin, and it primarily happens when we sleep at night, and it tends to happen at a faster rate as we age. So what if we could prevent that? What happens? Skincerity is the world's only cosmetic mask that holds the body's moisture for hours while allowing vital oxygen to reach the skin, which makes it skin healthy. I want to point out these photos here. One of the most incredible aspects of our product is the rollerball technology, that first picture. This is one of the things that took Phyllis a really long time to invent. When you lay a really thin layer of our barrier on the skin, the acetone can evaporate out rapidly, causing the micropores in the mask that we all know allow oxygen in. So that rollerball is key. You can see it applies a thin layer, a second skin, covering all the cracks and crevices and allowing the skin to take care of itself. In that third picture there, you see moisture is retained, it can't get out, and vapor, oxygen, can get in. And the result, revitalized skin. Okay, so what we do here with Skincerity, we magnify and enhance the skin's natural ability to repair and restore itself by creating the perfect environment for restoration. Now, I'm going to use an analogy. I really like to give credit where credit is due, and I have no idea who came up with this analogy, but I use it. So if you happen to be in the room, thank you for this analogy. What happens when you break your arm? We set it and put a cast on it. Is the cast, they're pointing at the person, who is it? Is it Mary Beth? Is it Mary Beth? Oh, thank you for this. This is the best analogy. I love it. I use it all the time. Okay, so when you put a cast on your arm, what is doing the mending? The cast or your body? The cast is simply creating an environment for mending, right? Think of Skincerity the same way. Skincerity doesn't heal or treat anything. It creates an environment so that your body can mend itself. Brilliant, right? All right, I'm going to do some case studies now, because that's what we do in medicine. We show case studies. This is Danielle Ferris. She's sitting right over there. I see her. Hi, Danielle. Okay, Danielle is 30 years old. Does that top picture look like the skin of a 30-year-old woman? No. Danielle has a really sad story. She had Hashimoto's thyroiditis. She gained about 100 pounds before she realized what was wrong with her. When she lost the weight, that's what her skin looked like after. She couldn't do anything to fix it. Nothing would take that sagging, wrinkled skin away until she was introduced to Skincerity. And 2 weeks later, that bottom picture is her skin. 2 weeks. No shots, no surgery, no expensive procedures, just Danielle and a bottle of Skincerity and her own moisture. And there she is, with Phyllis from our last conference. And by the way, after that, oh, Dorothy, I know, let's talk about Dorothy. Okay, show of hands. Who in this room has Dorothy's picture on your smartphone or your, all right. Dorothy is famous. Now, Dorothy had severe acne. Can you imagine what it's like to go to a job interview when your skin looks like this? Can you imagine what it's like to be in the dating scene when your skin looks like this? Acne is has a psychological effect on us. Dorothy is Skincerity sweetheart, am I right? How would you like to hear Dorothy tell her story in her own words? All right, well, I can make that happen for you today. So please help me welcome Dorothy Grimes to the stage. Okay, it's all yours.
Hi. Hi. Hello, everybody. My name is Dorothy, but my friends sometimes call me Dot, and like sometimes you guys call me Dot too, so I guess you're my friends. Yeah, that's my skin.
You're amazing. She's amazing and beautiful.
Okay, so I want to tell you guys about the timeline of everything, because that's the question that I get asked a lot. Those pictures were taken, or the one on the left was taken before I started using Skincerity. And then the one on the right was taken, I'm not actually sure. I'm really sorry. There are a few pictures going around. I don't have them memorized. But right away when I started using Skincerity, I really felt a difference, a huge difference. My acne was really painful and really hot, like fiery, because it was just super sensitive. So when I rolled Skincerity on it, it was just automatically cooling relief, and it felt really good. Even though I didn't really see a difference overnight, because we scrutinize every single thing on our face, every pimple, every scar, and so it was hard to see. But my friends started saying things to me after 3 months, and I was still taking pictures for some reason. I don't know. I'm glad I did, but I would never take pictures of myself like normally having fun and stuff. Which, yeah, it was really painful, because I couldn't believe that that was the way I looked. I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel like I had, as one kid that I was babysitting put it, chicken pox. And they weren't chicken pox, it was just acne. After 6 months, though, that's when I knew that something had changed. Not just something, but everything. And it's just so good to be able to see this difference in my skin, and it makes all the difference to me to hear you guys say that you're using it to help other people, like if you are showing it to your grandson or your friend or someone else with acne or any other skin condition. It just makes me feel so happy that something that I've done is like really helping people. Why doesn't everyone in the world have this product? I think it's just because we haven't reached them yet. And I think that that's what we're doing. We are reaching people, and we're sharing this with them, and it's making such a huge difference in people's lives. That's it.
Thank you, Dorothy. I've got a picture. Hold on, Dorothy. Hold on. There she is. Look at. Dorothy is beautiful, with or without that acne, but now she has a higher level of self-confidence. She feels good because her skin looks good. Skincerity is an emotional product. We change people's lives. This is so much bigger than anti-aging. That's why I wanted to be a part of this company. I'm going to show you some more pictures of people whose lives have been changed with our product. Who's this? This is Mr. Lonnie McKinney. He is the first person to test out Skincerity. His skin had rough texture. He had redness on his skin. Do you think this man had access to every single dermatology procedure known to man? Right. Did it help his skin? No. The only thing that changed his skin, in his own words, was Skincerity. He used it for 4 days and knew that he had found something unique and that he needed to pursue obtaining the exclusive rights to this product. Aren't we so glad he did? Yeah. These are my parents. I'm showing you this picture because if you were in Vegas, you heard me talk about my dad. You heard me talk about how he couldn't dance at my brother's wedding. This is that wedding. And my new sister-in-law is sitting over there. So this is my mother, who has been using Skincerity at this point for about 6 months. She's exactly 21 years older than me. I am hoping that I look just like that when I'm my mother's age. It's amazing. Now, my dad wasn't concerned about his face. He was concerned about his feet. My dad is a general contractor. He has carried more than his body weight on his back and his shoulders for his entire career. The result is calluses and corns on the feet. He asked me, you know that barrier, breathable stuff that you're talking about? You're using it, your mom's using it, your sister's using it, my new daughter-in-law is using it. Do you think we could use that stuff on my feet? You keep talking about how it retains moisture. And I said, Dad, I don't know. In my heart of hearts, I didn't think it would work, but I said, let's give it a try. And in 10 days, this is what happened. He put rejuvenating barrier on once a day, Skincerity twice a day, every 12 hours around the clock. He's dancing again. He's walking the dogs again. He is enjoying his life, and Skincerity gave him that back. This is an emotional product. It changes people's lives. You hear me say that over and over again. You know anybody with a stretch mark? How many people in this room have had a baby? How many people in this room have a child who had a growth spurt and the child ended up with stretch marks on their legs or their... Exactly. This is an emotional product. We change lives. How about a scar? This is a thyroidectomy scar. This is a scar you can't run away from. It's out there. Anytime you're not wearing a turtleneck, look at that skin. You think this woman has incredible confidence after that scar is diminished? This is an incredible product. We change people's lives. Okay, this is 11-year-old Trey. This is a good friend of mine's son. Trey showed up one day with this AstroTurf burn on his arm. I was actually at a funeral for his great-grandmother when I saw it. I had a bottle of Skincerity in my handbag, because we should always have a bottle of Skincerity in our handbag, right? I said, Deanna, roll this on Trey's skin. We'll talk about it later, but take pictures for me. 10 days later, he has near full skin rejuvenation. This is Trey with his great-grandfather. It was his great-grandmother's funeral we were at. He's a super competitive football player. I swear this kid's going to end up in the NFL. I'm saying it right now. Okay, so this is NATALIE. NATALIE dances with my daughter. She's 10 years old. She has had eczema ever since she was an infant. Her skin itches, it's dry, she scratches it. She has hypopigmentation in these pictures from chronic steroid use, the bleaching of the skin. I said to her mom, try Skincerity on this. Nicole said, you know, we've tried prescriptives, we've tried over-the-counters, we've tried homeopathics, nothing has ever worked. I'm not so sure I want to use this. I said, just try it. It just might be the one thing. 4 days later, she sent these pictures to me. Absolutely remarkable. And now this little girl's skin is clearing. She is not itching it anymore because it's not dry and itchy, so then it doesn't get out of control. Skincerity changes people's lives. This is more than anti-aging. So what does our product do? Take a picture of this slide. These are the 5 big things that our product does. It cleanses on contact. Near 100% elimination of bacteria within seconds. Why does it do that? Acetone. Acetone is a very important ingredient in our product, and I want to take one moment to talk about acetone, and I want to thank Carolyn Perini for this, because I listened and listened and listened to your call from a few years ago on acetone. Acetone is a very safe product. In fact, it's all over the place. We ingest it from food, we breathe it in from the air, our bodies make it when we metabolize fat in the liver, when we exercise, we make ketones. One of the ketones is acetone. It's in a cycle in our body. We make it, we ingest it, we breathe it in, we excrete it. Acetone is a very good product to cleanse the skin. And it's used in dermatology clinics. We use it to prep for peels and for microdermabrasion. And the key thing about acetone, besides killing bacteria, is it flash dries the mask. It causes the micropores in the mask that allow vital oxygen in, and it keeps the contents of the bottle liquid. Acetone is very safe and effective, so be very assured that this is medical-grade acetone and completely fine for the skin. So our product rehydrates with your body's own natural moisture, right? We nourish with powerful antioxidants, vitamin E and grapeseed oil, and then we amplify other products by about 40%. So go back to the original testing that Phyllis did. She was studying a drug delivery system, a barrier technology. Anything you put under Skincerity is going to be amplified. So if you've got someone that's got some fancy night regimen that's not Nucerity and they want to stay on with it, say, fine, keep using it. Put Skincerity over the top and hold your expensive serum on the skin, because when they put it on at night and go to bed, they're sharing it with their pillow, they're sharing it with the person next to them, they're sharing it with the atmosphere as it evaporates off. So you may as well hold that stuff on the skin. Also, it's wonderful to use with all of our other complementary products. Trap your peptide moisture under the skin, trap your eye effects under the skin, trap your rejuvenating barrier under the skin, make it work better. So what we do, what happens when you use Skincerity? This is the result. Take a picture of this slide, because this is what it's all about. It rehydrates with the body's own moisture, improves dry, rough skin, reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, revitalizes dull, sun-damaged skin, reduces enlarged pores. What on earth reduces enlarged pores? Nothing. Skincerity does. And it improves tone and texture of the skin. All right, so this is my daughter. And she's on here because she's a Nucerity kid. Last night in the hotel, she was scrambling around, Mom, I know you have Skincerity in here somewhere. Where is it? And I said, go in the bathroom. It's in my black bag. She comes back 0.5 seconds later. I can't find it, because that's what all 11-year-olds do, right? I said, go back in there, it's in there. And she came out, and she rolled this little, scratch that she had last week, and she just wants it to resolve faster, so she uses it. She uses our advanced exfoliator, she uses our rejuvenating barrier. So what do we have here, a cosmetic or a drug? Skincerity is a cosmetic. This is such an important point to make. We do not make the claim that we treat or cure skin diseases. Way back when Phyllis did her initial testing, she got a product that was FDA approved as a medical device. She changed it. She added vitamin E, grapeseed oil, she altered the technology. That's not how the FDA works. Once you change something, you no longer have an FDA approval. But what we have is a product with a technology that was based in medical science and that was proven to work. So be very careful as a distributor when you're talking about what our product can and cannot do. It enables the skin to repair itself by creating that hydrated, skin-healthy environment. So I'm almost done. This is not bad. I thought I was going to go like 10 minutes over. I've got this clock here in my face. The Renew difference. How many people last night went and tried Renew? This stuff is amazing. So what does it do? It makes old cells act as young cells. This is the future of anti-aging, ladies and gentlemen. This is where anti-aging needs to go. This is like nothing any of us have ever seen before. I was stunned. I'd never seen anything like this. So what does it do? It's those little telomericals from yesterday, right? It promotes the body's natural collagen and hyaluronic acid resources to activate and synthesize. So collagen and hyaluronic acid are vitally important to having youthful skin. Hyaluronic acid holds 1,000 times its molecular weight in water. This is in our peptide moisturizer, it's in our rejuvenating barrier, it's in our eye effects, but it's made in a lab and put in our products. This stuff promotes your skin to do it itself. Make your own hyaluronic acid. Make your own collagen. This is like nothing that any of us have ever seen before. So what does it do? It limits oxidative stress. That's the, what did Lonnie say? The rust, the skin rust, eliminates the skin rust. It ensures optimal metabolism to make sure that older cells act like younger cells. So last night was the first time that I'd really seen this product, and I am beyond excited to use it. And a distinction I want to make, this is made with barrier technology. The ingredients in that bottle are going to be amplified and held on the skin. This stands alone by itself. You don't need to use it in conjunction with any other of our roll-on products. This would be used all by itself because it has the technology in it. Well, that's all I have for you today, everyone. So thank you so much. Thank you.